Today we're going to do an unboxing. I got this in yesterday and this chair is uncomfortable. Why is this chair, why would I buy a chair this uncomfortable? Oh well. Like I was saying, I got this in yesterday and I was so excited I was tingling all over. Let's not wait anymore. I got the Canon 90D. Yeah, I know it came out several months ago and it's already been reviewed by everybody on the planet, but I got one finally. And I don't have a lot of money, so I can't run out and get one as soon as they come out like a lot of people do. I had to wait and save and sell 2 of my other cameras so that I could afford it. But I got it! And let's see what's inside. Okay, got the manual, which I never read, battery charger, battery, neck strap, which I rarely use, and now we get to the good part. The camera. I ordered just the body because I already have a bunch of lenses, so couldn't see spending money on kit lenses when I wouldn't use them. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And there we have it. The Canon 90D. Let's stick the battery in. And it's on. Stick a lens on that baby and we are ready to go. Okay, I'm shooting this right now on my Canon SL2, but let me put a lens on this bad boy and we'll swap cameras, see what happens. See how it looks. Okay, I swapped out cameras. I've got the 90D now. I'm being filmed with the 90D with the STM, is it 18 to 20, or no, 10 to 18 lens. STM 18 to, the 10 to 18 STM lens. Boy, it took a lot to get that out. I like the video. The face tracking is working well. It's staying right on my face, no matter where I move. So I think it's going to work out really well. I'm not going to go into all of the specs on this camera because everybody and their brother's already done that. Basically, I just wanted to open it and get it set up and see how the recording is. I'm recording right now in 4K at 23 frames per second. I went online, I downloaded the firmware update so that 23 frames per second, or 23.968, whatever it is, 24 frames per second is available. Out of the box, it only records in 4K at 30 frames per second, and in HD it records at 30 frames and 60 frames. The camera also has the ability to shoot at 120 frames per second in HD. The caveat there is that you don't get any autofocus or sound. Now, sound I don't care about when I'm shooting slow motion because I'm not going to use the sound anyway. But it would be nice to have autofocus. But it can be usable. You just got to focus your shot beforehand and try to keep an equal distance from your subject. Another tip is to use a higher f-stop. You know, something like f16, something in that area, so you get a wider depth of field. If you try to shoot it wide open, you're going to have a hard time keeping it in focus because you're going to have such a shallow depth of field that any movement and you're going to be out of focus. I don't know that I'll use 120 frames per second very often anyway, but we'll see how it goes. So far I'm really happy with this camera. What I was looking for was a camera that would do... I was looking for a camera that would be the best of both worlds. I shoot a lot of photographs, stills, and I shoot some video. And I don't want to carry around 2 cameras with me, or 3 or 4. I want one camera, I can stick in my bag, go out, and it'll do what I need it to do. And before I was using my SL2, but it only shoots in HD, and I wanted something that would give me 4K. Now before, for 4K, I was carrying a JVC HM170 camcorder to shoot videos in 4K, which did okay, but you know, it's a fairly big camera. And then I was using my SL2 for stills, and you know, it's a lot more gear you have to carry around with you. With this one, with the 90D, I can stick it in the bag, and if I want to do stills, if I want to do 4K video, it's all right there. I just have to flip a switch. Now this has got the larger image sensor. I think it's is it 35? I think it's 35. It's got the new Digic 8 processor, and so I think it's going to be, you know, all around what I carry with me. It's going to do what I need for video. It's going to do what I need for stills, and just a little confession here is that I already took this out yesterday when I got it, and I updated the firmware. I shot a couple of test videos, some test stills on it, and one thing that I noticed is that the 4K from this camera edits a lot smoother than the 4K from my JVC camcorder. Now I know the JVC camcorder shoots in a slightly higher bit rate, but it's not that much. It's not that much bigger. I compared the file sizes on similar clips, and there wasn't that much of a difference in the file size. But on the JVC, I would usually have to transcode the files into ProRes and then edit the ProRes files. With this one, I took the the MP4 file directly out of the camera. I stuck the card in. I didn't even copy the file onto my hard drive. I just, you know, to test it, I just dragged the file from the card over into my editor, and it played smoothly right off the card. So I'm impressed with that. I'm not sure what the difference is. I mean, it's an MP4 file. I don't know what the specific codec inside of that is. May have to do some research on that. But I'm happy. I'm happy with it. And I'll add on some test videos that I took and a couple of still photographs, and you know, you can make up your own mind if you think this will be good for you. But for me and for what I do, I'm a hobbyist. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not trying to make the next greatest hero photograph. I'm doing it to have fun. And I'm making these short videos that I make are just to have fun, to see what I can learn. And I think this is going to work out really well for me. I almost forgot, the sound right now is coming off of the internal microphone on the camera. Don't have another microphone attached to it. These are the internal microphones. And let me know what you think about the quality of the internal microphones. I'm sitting about 5 feet away from the camera, and I'm inside, but there's no real soundproofing or anything in here. My studio is a work in progress. And well, let me know what you think of the internal sound. Now I'm going to put a Rode Video Micro on it and let me know what the difference is. Okay, now this is with the Rode Video Micro attached. I've got it plugged into the microphone port on the side of the camera. Let me know what you think. Is it better? Is it a lot better? Or is it close to the same? Now this is the Video Micro. It's not the powered mic. It doesn't have a battery in it. It runs off of the power from the camera. But I've always used it before and I really like the sound that it has. And let me know what you think. Alright. Check out the samples and leave a comment below. Thank you.